Hello everybody and welcome back to Big Derf Gaming. We're back. We're doing a new show. There'll be more magic on the channel, don't worry folks. But here we are. I'm trying to keep my face in frame because I'm using the camera here. Got the green screen obviously clearly not set up because it's dark as heck behind me. But anyway, if you've looked at the video, you've seen the title, which is... shit. I haven't settled on the title yet. Likely One Credit Wonder? One Credit Arcade? Essentially, what we're going to do, this is going to be a series where I play an assortment of games throughout time. Right now, I've got Super Mario Bros. 3. This is the All-Stars version. Obviously, you can tell by just the graphics. If you're like a long-time Super Mario person. Anyway, and the 93. We'll probably give it away. But, yeah, long story short, I'm going to play games... and I'm going to just try to one-shot them. And what I mean by one-shot them is... I'm going to take a game that I don't normally play, or haven't played in a while. Like, I haven't played Super Mario in many years. Like not an old one. I've played, new Super Mario on Wii and stuff, but I haven't actually sat down and played Super Mario Bros. 3 in a really long time. And essentially, I'm going to have one continue. And so the 5 lives I start with, or the 4 lives and the 0 count, however it is. One continue. That's it. That's kind of the concept. It's easier to understand here. It'll be harder, for example, if I were to play Dark Souls, I would say, what's one continue in Dark Souls? There's no lives, right? Well, if it was Dark Souls, for example, we would do one loss of souls. If I die and can get my souls, boom. If I lose them, boom. That's it. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can beat any games like this, really. We're also obviously we're not gonna do anything funky to try to gain extra lives. We're just gonna try to play it as straight as possible. But I'm also see, it's been a while. I'm also automatically nervous that I'm gonna mess up. And look, I already don't have the feather. I want to just restart this record. I'm not gonna, but I want to go up there. I know if you've played Mario, you're at home and you're like, oh my god, this guy. But hey, look, the key right now is just staying alive. We picked Mario 3 for a couple reasons. Also, we're not going to warp. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. That was interesting. It should be mentioned that we're not going to warp, because if we just warp to World 8, that sort of ruins the idea. So I'm not going to stop and get the... what's it called? The whistles. I don't care. I don't need them. I also think I'm going to do all the levels. I'm just making stuff up as I go along, but I'm going to do level 4, even though normally you don't have to do level 4. You can just do level 3, because you grab the whistle there. I'm going to do 4, too. I know it's an auto-scroller, but yeah, we're going to all exits run. I honestly don't even need to be in there. I mean, I think I should be collecting coins, try to get my lives up before things go very awry in a later episode. I'm going to divide this. It's going to be a series where, the episodes, we'll divide games. It'll be divided by games and then divided by episodes. Because nobody wants to watch me play this, in one sitting until I die, We'll in and out, we'll break it down to episodes. Wow, I really should be, I gotta be getting these lives early. I'm really being really lackadaisical about it, and I know later it's gonna come back to haunt me. And the other reason I wanted to play Mario today is because, oh my god, didn't even break the thing. Ugh. Because I'm kind of mad at Nintendo. Not actively mad at it. It just... oh, nope. Oh, God. I'm just tired of Nintendo's shit. Today, it was announced that all the people they were already screwing over on YouTube, were going to... with their terrible partner program where they take a bunch of their ad revenue, because you're playing a Nintendo game, they think they can take your goddamn ad revenue. They're also going to drop people that are getting dropped from the YouTube partner. It's frustrating. Nintendo is a company that gets to hang out on the fact that we love Mario and they make like you can go. Yes, you get a lot of leeway when you make a game like Mario Odyssey, and it's freaking fantastic and amazing. Everybody loses their mind, but it doesn't excuse all the junk Nintendo bulls. For example, in terms of this game, it's 2018. You've been able to. Wow, I've just drifted right out of frame. You've been able to purchase this, be able to play this game on the computer since my childhood, when you could illegally download it via ROM. But Nintendo refuses to sell it to you on the PC. Why is that? Because they want to sell you a piece of plastic garbage. The NES Classic, the SNES Classic. Like, they want to sell it to you for the... Wow, really? Okay, well, that's a death. They want to sell it to you for the 18th time. They want to sell it to you on the Wii Virtual Console and then do it again when they get to Switch. Like, it's... Yeah. Nintendo gets a lot, like, people tend to, like, give Nintendo a pass. Oh, they're not doing, not a bunch of paid DLC, guys. Come on. There's not loot boxes in Nintendo games, but, like, they are still screwing us, and it needs to be brought up. Like, clearly I can't, previous example, specific, like, I can't, I'm not a partner, but I couldn't monetize this video if I wanted to. Because Nintendo is an evil corporation. I said it. But yeah, it's like, oh man, they make Mario Odyssey and there's no DLC. How do they make all these games in this era and not have it's because they're robbing you blind. I gotta stop. Like, I keep drifting down to try to balance between getting good sound and staying in camera. We'll work on this camera thing, folks. It'll get better. But I figure you're gonna want to see it when I die and lose, the one credit at this arcade. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I hit that one late. No, that was early. Oh, that was way early. Ew! Man, I do love this game, though. It's been a while since I've got a chance to play it. Like I've been saying, basically since I had my Super Nintendo and my copy of Mario All-Stars still hooked up. I think that might have been the last time. I could just go get the... Maybe I should have just got the whistle to end this quicker, but whatever. I just don't want it in my inventory, because I don't want to accidentally use it later, because I will be... Okay, I did that. Anyway, yeah, I know I'm gonna need to be using items later, so I don't want to accidentally use the whistle. Oh, come on. I forgot how floaty this game is. Like, we give a lot of credit to Mario for being an amazing platformer, and it's not undeserved, but my nostalgia goggles definitely come on whenever I don't have, like, between when I played this game last and whatever's going on. I'm always, like, wait a second. I thought this game, like, it's because, in your brain in the past, like, you got the controls from these old school games. It's like, oh, those controls were good. They were fine. It's like, oh, they were kind of jank by modern standards. They were just great at the time. I don't need that key. But it's a matter of, like, this sort of kind of floaty control, but was still very good at the time. But now I'm just like, yeah. Do what I want you to do, Mario. Jeez. We'll probably do at least we'll do at least the first world here in this first video. But I don't know if we'll be able to do a world per video for the future videos, mostly because I don't know if I'll be able to be as successful across them. It's this desire to sit up and the desire to get near the mic, but every time I sit up, I don't actually get any quieter, so I don't know why I don't just stay sat up and, you know, in the frame. I don't know. Also, when I look off to the side, it's because that's where my second monitor is. I'm just trying to get a view of what the hell I look like. I took that out. I really should be getting these 1-ups. I should not be half-assing it, but here we are. Ooh, that was fast. There was a time when I knew a handful of these by heart. I was aided by a Nintendo Power. Don't get me wrong. That's how I was able to learn them. However, I did know them. Ooh, isn't that one like here? Nope. Yep. Clearly. Is that here? No. Okay. Well then, that was bad. God. On the other hand, the music. Okay. Maybe it's nostalgia goggles again, but man, the music in this game is good. Yes, I might think it's so good because I heard it from since my childhood, and they've, you know, remixed and reused these tracks a billion times since, but yep. Oh, okay, well. Change it up a little bit. This is I thought, I don't know why, I was like, I'll probably lose like 1 life in the first world, but I should cruise through. I'll get out of the first world with like 8 to 10 lives, feeling good. I don't even know if this is going to go as long as I thought it was going to. I thought I'd get to like, my real prediction was World 3, because I can remember having a bunch of trouble on a couple of levels in World 3 when I was a kid. Try to sit up. So I figured that'd be where I might like lose it, but who knows? I might not even get that far. I might lose this stuff in World 2. I thought that one was this one for some reason. I had to make the big jump. Still only 1 up, which is not great, Bob. Not great, Bob, at all. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine. No. I do love all of these little, like, sprites they have for the kings. Like, they've got all these little, like, cool animal sprites, but they also held back from using any of them in the game. Like, that little snake there would fit just fine as a Mario enemy. But and I believe they took some of them from Mario 2, some of the sprites, but still, a lot of them just do not show up as enemies in the game. In a modern game, you know, there's no way that would happen. I'm sorry. But they you know, they don't make, most publishers, that is. I mean, yes, in the Nintendo game, it probably would be. You know, Nintendo still makes it like that. And for that, I should, you know, as somebody who trash-talked Nintendo a little while ago, I gotta admit that. But Nintendo usually does man, I should be better at this. Nintendo is at least kind with their, oh my god. Oh, come on, don't kill me, Iggy. Yeah. Yep. Yep, this one credit arcade is not gonna go well. I knew I wanted to start with Mario. I should have started with Mario World. Oh man, okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm only down a life in the first world. It's not embarrassing at all. Like that, I'm trying to actively not lose lives and am playing like a screw. I mean, you know, the idea with some of these games is I wanted a way to take a chance to play old school games I don't get to play as much, but I wanted to come up with a format that isn't gonna, you know, like, just, I couldn't just, I don't want to just play through the old game, because, you know, there's more, you know, there's full versions out there of these games already through by probably people that are funnier than I am. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm not the funniest guy. I know a decent amount about game design, and I'm kind of goofy looking, which helps, but I'm not the funniest. So I, you know, I understand that there's sections where you're gonna get, you know, the funnier Let's Play, and then technical skill, I'm no speedrunner, alright? And that's just not my jam. I don't like playing games that way. Nothing wrong with speedrunning. I think they're awesome. I watch speedruns all the time. I love AG and SGDQ, but, it's just not my jam. I don't like that, like, reset, like, I don't mind, it's weird, because I don't mind, it's the end of the episode here in terms of World 1, so feel free to scooch-a-loochies, but go ahead and finish this thought. I don't mind a hard game that involves a bunch of retries, like a Trials HD, or whatnot, where you're, like, working on that same thing to beat the level. But when it comes to, like, speedrunning and just, like, working just to get faster and faster, and it's the modification of how I'm playing the game that doesn't land, because I'm the opposite type of gamer. Generally, I didn't do it quite here, but I'm the grab every item, you know, I know that this sword I'm gonna walk 50 feet down this corridor to pick up in this RPG. I can buy a new one in the next town that's better than it, but you damn well believe I'm gonna walk this 50 feet to pick up the sword. All right, that's just how I play games. But yeah, until next time, be sure to like and subscribe, and all that jazz if you enjoy this. And obviously, like I said, if you were looking for magic content, it'll be back shortly. It was hitting me in the wallet a little bit. I'll be honest with y'all. I can't afford it. Later, next week, should be back by next week. But right now, I don't have the cash to be playing Midgo. But yeah, so, sorry, yeah. Until next time, like and subscribe and all that. Don't lose a life in World 1 when you're trying to not lose any lives. And as always, have a great life, folks. Peace.